best of all media. My first guest is a comedian and an actor. He's appeared in numerous films, including The Usual Suspects and A Few Good Men. Well, now you can see him in the new Arnold Schwarzenegger film, End of Days. Please welcome Kevin Pollak. Would everyone please sit down? All right, thank you.
It's so embarrassing.
All right, how are you?
I'm good. It's a shame Andy's not here. You know,
Yeah. He could help you, yeah. How you doing? Everything
I'm doing
good?
good. Yeah, sure. You know.
You have a nice Thanksgiving? Everything go well?
Yeah. I'm too young to worry about prostate problems. So, yeah, actually, you know, getting my family for Thanksgiving means one thing every year for me: restraining order.
A lot of hate floating around.
Yeah, I miss my family when I see them, and then when I get together with them, I just pretend to be asleep most of the time. But, you know, the dinner is always weird because of the stories that come up. There's always a relative who doesn't understand the inappropriateness of just speaking out the top of his mind. You know, I have this one Uncle Lou who just throws out news events as if we care at all. Like you mentioned Michael Jackson. So in the middle of the meal, he says, yeah, Michael Jackson's getting another divorce. Second divorce for him. I read in the paper his wife said he was selfish. That was her quote. He's selfish. What does this woman expect? I'll tell you what the problem is with that Jackson kid. When he spanks the monkey, it's a real monkey. I'm eating.
You're eating.
I'm eating, Uncle Lou. Spanking the monkey mashed potatoes. You see, it doesn't
work. It doesn't gel.
No.
This is happy time for you. You're in an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Yes.
This is the big time.
This is.
I meant here at the 12:30 show. But that too is a nice thing for you. That you're in the Arnold Schwarzenegger film.
No, it's very exciting, and he's a wild character. I mean, you first meet him, you expect he's going to, like you had him on the show, and you're out in L.A. It's like he's an action figure. I mean, he's like our Superman. It's very strange, and people will come up to him when we're out and like challenge him as if he in real life, you know, throws his weight around and can blow up the bad guys. And
in fairness, he does drive around in real life in a Humvee.
Well,
you know?
right, yes.
He and has a bazooka with him at all times.
Yeah.
It's a cigarette lighter.
Yeah, that's the thing. As that everyone expects him to come up with these catchphrases when he's just having a regular conversation, you know?
Right.
I mean, I worked with him 5 months, so the only catchphrase I remember on the set, I think at one point he said, "I'm tired."
Well, I mean, he doesn't mind us saying this. He's not the Arnold Schwarzenegger of Pumping Iron or even Terminator. Some time has gone by.
Yeah.
He's in his late 60s. And
we should look so good.
No. He's how old? I mean, he's like a
early 50s, I think.
Early 50s. Yeah. So he's not an invulnerable Superman.
And yet he's the one we choose to fight Satan. You know, so that's
in the movie. Yeah.
So I worked with Satan in this film. How weird is that?
Well, the plot is that I love this because Arnold's fought everybody else.
Sure.
And so someone said he must fight Satan.
Right, exactly.
Which is great, because Satan can control, I saw this, I mean, he can control all the elements, he can control everything, he can make the earth spin a separate way, and Arnold's like hitting him, and he's like, ah! Arnold's holding him down and hitting him.
None of that happens in the movie.
Okay, I made that up. But Arnold's... I invented all of that, I'm trying to hurt the movie as best I can.
No, so, you know, you work with Satan. It's like, one thing is for sure, I'm not going to be intimidated by any future co-stars. You know, I mean, Freddy Krueger would be like Barney Fife to me at this point.
You just don't care.
No, but we went out to a nightclub while we were shooting.
You and Arnold, he went clubbing?
Well, a few of us, yeah. And it was exciting to me, the idea of seeing those Terminator moves on the dance floor. You know, I was looking forward to that. But women gathering around, he's on one end of the dance floor, I'm on the other, and he calls out to me, I guess trying to use a hip dance phrase, but it just came out as like one of his catchphrases, really. He calls out to me across this crowded dance floor, "Get down!"
What?
Yeah. So he meant, "Get down!" And everyone,
you know, boogie, get down. Right,
and everyone hits the floor, you know. Thinking heavy artillery was going to come flying in. Everybody get down! You must boogie! Get back up again. No, he's great.
He's a
really
good
great.
man. Are you
Yeah.
close personal friends with him?
Well,
do you hang out with him?
Well, yeah, a little bit. I mean, you know, he had my wife and I over to their house, which is really great. I mean, regardless of what you think of Arnold and his films, he certainly has a gazillion fans, but you think about it, he's living the ultimate immigrant comes to America success story.
Yeah, times a million.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up in a small country, read in the back of a comic book, he could pump iron, right? He pumps way too much iron,
Right.
comes to America, it becomes the #1 box office draw in the world, makes $20 million a movie, plus, you know, he's sleeping with a Kennedy. So if...
But he also, he's going to run, and he might get into politics.
Yeah.
This guy could end up, I think he's prohibited by the Constitution, which he will probably fight. I will fight the Constitution. Arnold, the Constitution prohibits you from being born in another country and being president. Forget it. Where's this Constitution? I will destroy it. But he's going to run for office. Does he ever bring that up around you?
No. I think that the question always comes up, you know, and it's... I guess, if anything, he'd run for governor of California. You know, I'm a Democrat, but if he won, I mean, we'd be in safe hands. Can you imagine? I mean, I want this tax bill cut. Yeah, okay, whatever.
It will be cut now.
Yeah.
I will cut it!
Yeah.
He also
has to yell and be angry. When
right, that's all you have to do with Arnold. The only problem with him is that he spawned all these other... He spawned these other sort of Arnold types.
Yeah, the Schwarzenegger wannabes, like Jean-Claude Van Damme, you know? Who is this guy? Sounds like 3 chefs that screwed up the soup. Jean-Claude Van Damme! I cannot serve this! or Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal. You ever heard the name Seagal before this guy?
I never heard it.
I think he was little Stevie Seagal getting his ass kicked around the playground.
It's Seagal! The movie End of Days is in theaters now.
Yeah.
We have to tell people that, because I think the word's out on that. And, Kevin, thank you very much for stopping by.
There is one thing I did want to mention, if I may.
Yeah.
Just for a second. I'm co-hosting with Diane Lane this event tomorrow night for Women in Film to benefit filmmakers getting completion money for their films. Women in Film is a great organization out there in Los Angeles. And just...
Los where?
Los Angeles.
Okay.
There's a lot of Jews.
A little something before the show. Yeah.
What are you saying?
Yeah, okay.
So you know my wife, Lucy, and she
Yes.
chairs, as a member of the board of directors, and chairs the event, so I certainly want to mention that.
All right, get the word out on that, and thank you so much for coming by.
Pleasure.
Kevin, always great to have you. Kevin Pollak, everybody. End of Days, don't miss it. Ben Foster. Coming up, we'll take a break. I'll be right back.